pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Alright, so up first we have the meeting minutes from February 2026. Any comments from planning commissioners? Alright, I'll make a motion that we approve the February 18th, 2026 Planning Commission meeting minutes. Is there a second?
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right. And then is there any general public comment tonight? All right. Then we'll move on to subdivision and land development plans. Up first, we have the PR Industrial Building.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Bob Sandmar. I'm with Site Design Concepts. All right. Well, I'll start off here. Basically, you saw this plan before under a different name. It's the same people, but just they changed their name. We are doing a consolidation plan, and again, it's the same land development for this warehouse you saw last time. Plans have been recorded. However, the client bought one of the smaller lots that is just, I believe, to the north side. If we can go to one of the sheets, I'll show you.
Either the battery's dead or it's not turned on. It's on, the battery's dead. Okay. There it is.
There we go. Okay. As you can see here, this is the large property. The client bought these lots up in here, so he has all these now. And so basically what we're doing for this project is just joining the previously approved plan. We're joining that lot that they bought to the overall site now. And the only change that happened to the land development plan is that we were able to remove a retaining wall that was along the back side over here. Okay, that's landscape plan. Yeah, it's kind of hard to see on this at this scale, but we had a retaining wall back in here, right over on this side. That since they bought that property, now we can grade into it and we don't need the retaining wall anymore. So that was the only change. And also, in addition to that, the previous plan did not account for the joining or the consolidation of the one lot that they had from the last one. It was missed by the county in recording. So we're now actually making this a consolidation plan so they know to record it that they're two separate plans for approval. Other than that, Jeff Shue and we met staff last week, and went through and they had no problems with anything. And if you have their letter, Jeff has removed items 1C through G, which don't pertain to us anymore, for this plan. And we do have, I think the manager talked about that we should, just as a clarification, have the waivers reapproved for this plan from the previous one. So any other questions I can answer? And also I have Mike Jeffers here from client in case you have any questions for that.
Yeah, so I guess, Todd, these modifications, they were all previously approved for, was it like the other lot?
Yeah, it was when they brought this land development plan through last year in '25. These are the very same modification requests that they had at that time. So there's nothing new. Nothing's changed in those. Because it's a new plan, technically, we just thought that they should be basically reaffirmed. So.
Okay. You have any comments? Okay, because I guess, so first we'll act on the modification requests. So I'll make a motion to recommend the Board of Supervisors approve the modification requests. Is there a second?
I'll second it.
All in favor? Aye. All right, and then, so I guess as far as the land development plan, it'll just be addressing all of the outstanding comments in the letter that's dated April 2nd?
Yeah, staff does recommend approval of the plan. I would just recommend to the planning commission, well, he is correct that there's only one A and B, or the only two that are outstanding. Typical language that we use in our motions is that you recommend approval based on the CS Davidson review letter dated April 2nd, so that we can do a final review before we record.
Okay, does somebody want to make a motion on the consolidation and land development plan? Nope, you want me to? All right, I'll make a motion to recommend the Board of Supervisors approve the final lot consolidation and land development plan. Is there a second?
Just to interject,
Oh, with
subject
the-
to the.
Yes, thank you.
With conditions.
Dated April 2nd, 2026.
Yep, adding that on. Is there a second?
I'll second it.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
All right, thank you.
Okay, thank you very much.
All right, and then up next, we have the Living Water Church.
Hi, good evening. My name is Joe Stein with Warehouse. I'm the Civil Project Director. I'm covering for Jeff Stow, who's the project manager on this. With me this evening is Pastor Mike Reynolds, the applicant for Ecclesia of Living Waters Ministries. This is a land development plan for a 6,400 square foot building on Elm Drive. We are aware that recently, earlier this month actually, the zoning use house of worship was approved for this zone, and it is the pastor's intent to develop the site with that 6,400 square foot building with appropriate parking. Here's a good layout plan. So you come in off of Elm Drive, parking would be directly in front of you and to your left, with the 6,400 square foot building on your right. We've been working with staff to address the comments. We met with staff last week, just like the group before us. Went through a couple items we had some uncertainty about, made a resubmission this week. So I believe that that is under review, and we are still waiting on CS Davidson's stormwater management review. We do have a couple waivers. Preliminary plan is one, a modification to just go right to final. We have a modification for monumentation of the corners, since the corners have already been pinned. We have modification to curbs as well. We're requesting relief from installing new curbs along Elm Drive. And then we have a modification from a traffic impact assessment as well. We're here this evening to ask for a recommendation of approval to the board. We know we have a little bit more work to get through here, but I don't think anything major would prevent that conditional approval being, or the condition of approval being addressing any remaining CS Davidson comments. Happy to answer any questions you may have.
Any questions, initial questions? Okay. And it looks like, Todd, that staff was in favor of all of these modification requests?
That is
No-
correct, yes.
No concerns or anything? All right, well then, I will make a motion that we recommend to the Board of Supervisors approval of the modification requests. Is there a second?
Second.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right, and then for the final land development plan, I guess again, it's just that all of the outstanding items on the CS Davidson letter dated April 2nd, 2026 are completed.
Correct.
Does anybody want to make a motion?
Sure. A motion that we recommend to the Board of Supervisors that they approve the Living Waters Church final land development plan with
C.S. Davison.
the C.S. Davidson letter from April 2nd, all the outstanding items will be completed.
And is there a second?
I'll second it.
All right, all in favor? Aye.
Aye.
All right,
Thank you all very much.
All right, then there's no new business or old business. The pending plan report was attached for informational purposes. Are there any comments from the planning commission? All I will adjourn the meeting.
Lightning fast.